It will be a 3-4-3 formation for Neil McFarlane's side today. Ryan Oney leading the line, fresh off of his first involvement with the under-21s in the last camp. And Lennon Miller, who captains the side, also drops down from the under-21s, with them not having any fixtures during this international break. The visitors, Chris Gunter, their manager, the former Wales international, the most capped player in Wales history. A familiar name in Zach Giggs, son of Ryan Giggs, of course, Manchester United legend, and Braden Clark will be at centre-back. He plays for Arsenal, is also the son of former Scotland international Nigel Quasi. Our officials for this one from Israel and Cyprus, as the players get their official photos, and Lennon Miller with the armband on for this one. So experienced at such a young age. Lennon Miller wore the captain's armband for Motherwell at Hampden in their League Cup semi-final defeat to Rangers just a couple of weeks ago. And it's Daniel Cox who is the captain for Wales today. Scott Allen, a great opportunity. Neil McFarlane's first competitive games in charge of Scotland's under-19s, and he'll be really looking to build on that unbeaten run that he's had in the last 5 games of friendly fixtures.
Yeah, he's done a fantastic job since he came in. And listen, this is the start of the real competitive matches. There's a lot of talent on show. I'm really excited myself to see some of these promising players show their stuff here at Fourth Bank. So listen, they'll be confident with the quality in their squad to get the result that they need today.
Yeah, just seeing Lennon Miller there, as I mentioned, dropping down from the under-21 shows good commitment from him, from Ryan Oney, going into these competitive matches for the under-19s. They mean a lot to this team, and it will be tough opponents in Wales today, who had some good results last month against Italy. A 3-3 draw and a 4-3 win for them. So they'll be expecting big things as well under Chris Gunter. But the start of a fresh qualification campaign, and we are about to get underway at Fourth Bank Stadium in Stirling. Gabriele Biancheri, the one standing over the ball. And we are underway between Scotland and Wales as the ball launched forward long. First of all, Donovan, brought down by Lennon Miller. Andrews. Cox will turn on it, decides to launch that one forward. The header's won well, and it comes to Lennon Miller skipping by a couple of challenges. And Scotland will be hoping to just maybe get a foot on the ball at the moment, try and work their way into this game. A nice flick on from Ryan Oney. But good challenging by Zach Giggs. Ewer wins it back for Scotland. All the way back to Rory Mahadi in goals for Scotland today. Both teams just feeling each other out in these early stages, Scott.
Yeah, obviously both set up in a 3-4-3. It's a formation we're seeing quite a lot now throughout British football. I think for me, Wales looking very early on to try and get in behind that Scotland defence and being a bit more direct. Scotland now, as the ball runs out of play, Scotland they are looking to obviously settle themselves and build their way into this game and hopefully gain the ball control which you need to get the creative players like Rudy Bolotnikov, Ryan Oney, Lennon Miller on the ball.
The ball goes back to Benjamin. Clark. Oh, it's good harrying there, and Scotland win it back with Bolotnikov. It's in for Ryan Oney, a wonderful turn. It takes a deflection and goes out for a Scotland corner, but really promising signs in the opening 2 minutes.
Yeah, it was a great press from Scotland with Bolotnikov. Full press, locks on, puts the Wales defender under some serious pressure, forces a mistake, and then shows that peace of mind to skip by the defender. A lovely ball across, and Ryan Oney just shot blocked, but real promising start for Scotland there on the press. That'll be something they'll look at going forward, that there's chances to steal that ball off that Wales defence.
Yeah, just 18 years old, Ryan Oney, but has that real physical presence, and not only that, a bit of pedigree behind him as well. Scored a late goal for his club Sheffield United against Bristol City in the English Championship just a couple of weeks ago off the bench. Miller to deliver this corner, looks like one off the training ground.
Well, that was a Scotland ball there. Listen, we know how dangerous Lennon Miller can be from set piece situations, so that'll be that'll be something they'll also look at, but they decided to go for something they've worked on the training pitch there. Unfortunately, didn't quite work out.
Yeah, Rudy Molotnikov, who did so well in the build-up to winning that corner with the shot. Headed forward by Smith, comes back in the direction of Scotland. It's Donovan this time who gets it away. It's well won by McLeod. Forward to Ryanoni. He's got Molotnikov in the middle. A vital intervention to stop Scotland getting in again there. And maybe now a chance for Wales to make an opportunity of their own. Isaka tracked down really well by Frame.
Twice Scotland have put some real pressure on Wales and forced a mistake. It's a great ball, slide rule pass down the side. Ryanoni just doesn't quite get it across to Rudy Molotnikov, who was waiting to tap in. It's really promising from Scotland so far.
Exactly the start Neil McFarlane would have wanted in his first competitive game in charge. 5 unbeaten in friendly matches since coming in August. 3 of those in September. Yeah, Scotland once again pressing high. This time Josh Deddy just too much, according to the referee.
Excellent start from Neil McFarlane's team here. The press looks perfect, looks as if they've done a lot of work on that. You see Lennon Miller as well picking the ball up. 50-yard switcher play right into the path of the full-back who's bombing on. That's a real good start, real promising signs here.
Benjamin with the long ball forward. Scotland get the header in. Good strength by Molotnikov just to brush his man off and can carry the ball forward. He's got Zach Giggs for company, but shows him a fresh set of heels, and this time he's held back. And Scotland getting a free kick in a good position.
It's brilliant from Molotnikov, travelling 40-50 yards with the ball there. Wins his team a foul, edge of the box, dangerous area, especially as we spoke about the quality of Lennon Miller from set pieces as we've seen in the Premiership this season.
Molotnikov showing the quality he has early on. He's no stranger to this ground, actually had a loan spell at Stirling Albion earlier on this year, but has found himself in and around that Hibs first team. Either side of that will be Lennon Miller to take, you'd think, with the left arm up in the air. It's the set piece taker for his club Motherwell, so no surprise. He does that duty, whipped in, and it's held well by Benjamin.
It's a great ball in, I think, just a wee bit more proactive. It's a tap in there. Again, Scotland looking dangerous. First time Wales have played out since. Oh, there we go again, it's excellent.
Mitchell Frame this time, intercepting as Wales try to play out from the back. Miller. Molotnikov. He's got men in support, couldn't quite find one of them as Andrews clears the ball away. Josh Deddy getting in the way. You're back to Dylan Smith. Campbell to Miller. And any time Wales get on the ball, they don't have long on it. Scotland are on them.
Scotland shape out of possession, excellent so far.
The kick forward almost made its way through to Rory McLeod. Wasn't quite what Mahadi was intending, but almost worked out.
Lovely take there.
Jorgensen. It was the right idea from the Wales forward. You could see what he was going for. Just didn't quite execute it the way you would have wanted.
He dropped in, took a lovely touch, looking for that run in behind. Fortunately for Scotland, just runs through the goalkeeper.
Mahadi looking for Colby Donovan. Tall player Colby Donovan, but it was still too high for him, the Celtic defender. Operating at the right of a back three today. You normally find him at right back for Celtic. Chris Gunter there in charge of Wales today. Most capped player in Wales history, 109 caps. Of course was part of that Wales squad that had that incredible run to the semi-finals of Euro 2016. Chris Gunter playing every single minute. Valuable experience that he'll pass on to these young players.
Absolutely.
Deddy and Jorgensen going in for a challenge, and it's going to be a throw into Wales on the far side. taken by Pacquiao, one of a good few Cardiff City players in this Wales squad. Lewis Benjamin. Frame. Kyle Ewer getting his left foot on it. Will be a throw-in to Wales.
You see, as soon as that pass goes back to the Wales goalkeeper, that's a trigger for the Scotland press. Ryan Oney's starting it. Distances between him, the midfield and the defence, crucial in that. As of yet, it's been really good from Scotland.
Zach Giggs to take the throw-in, back to Clark. And Ryan Oney. Scotland winning it high up the park again. The ball into the box has to be cleared by Daniel Cox this time. Just another example of how hard these Scotland players are working.
He's really struggling to deal with the intensity of the Scotland press. Caught out numerous times already. Just can play it.
Yeah, will be another corner to Scotland. And they'll be hoping to make the most of these opportunities. Lennon Miller took the first one, but it's going to be Rory McLeod to take it on the far side. Playing his football for Southampton this season, regular in their youth sides. Made the loan move from Dundee United in the summer.
Didn't swinger this time.
Scotland looking for that variation. Ball whipped in high towards the back post. It's Campbell that gets his head on it. Just couldn't quite get the power on that looping ball.
Hard to generate when it's coming out the sky like that. Different option also with it outswingers are Lennon Miller and in swingers are Rory McLeod. As he says about that variety.
Alfie Tuck. Over to Zach Giggs.
Not a bad ball that.
Good ball forward, and Rory Mahadi had to be alert to make sure he got there ahead of Yoganathan. Zach Giggs' dad was no stranger to a good delivery from a wide area.
Left hand side. Fantastic player, one of the legends of English football. World football even.
Ewer looking for the early ball through to Frame. It's just going to have to be ushered towards Lewis Benjamin. Scotland not afraid to try and get that ball forward as quickly as possible. Benjamin goes long, looking for Freddie Asaka. Over the head of the winger. Scotland will have the throw. Mitchell Frame to take. Joined Celtic at the age of 9. Mitchell Frame still there. Flicked on nicely by Molotnikov.
Good play, composure.
Yeah, Scotland's passing's been impressive in these early stages, along with the pressing. This one goes forward, doesn't quite make it to the target. Lennon Miller is held off in midfield by Kai Andrews, and the ball through to Freddie Asaka's a good one. Trying to get numbers in the box, it's cut back. Yoganathan goes down, was never going to get a penalty in that scenario. He didn't really claim for it, in fairness to him.
Lennon Miller trying to win the ball there. I think maybe just held off, made him pass backwards. I think he kind of made Kai Andrews mind up for him, used his body, managed to get that pass through. Defended well in the end for Scotland.
Lewis Benjamin in the Wales goal, just being patient, looking for options. Finds Jamal Yoganathan. The ball forward will be easily gathered by Dylan Smith across to Mahadi. And the Scotland goal. Here's Lennon Miller. Lovely turn, goes for the early ball over the top towards Rudy Molotnikov. Not a bad ball at all, but Zach Giggs was just in the right area to usher it back to the goalkeeper.
Great idea from Lennon Miller. Zach Giggs actually defends really well. Shows that composure, goes back to his goalkeeper. Scotland happy, especially with that intensity. It's forcing Wales to go long. That plays into Scotland's hands.
Braden Clark, as I mentioned earlier, son of Nigel Quasi, the former Scotland international. The ball forward to Isaka. Forced into the corner by Mitchell Frame. It's good defending. Scotland win the ball back once again. Kyle Ewer. He gets it back from Dylan Smith. Donovan. Deddy. Forward towards McLeod. Benjamin just has to go long, but once again Scotland getting the first contact, but it's Isaka. Doesn't quite come off for the winger. Campbell to Dylan Smith.
Just foot the ball, try and suck a Wales player out to get that pass in behind.
Mahadi, nice ball from the goalkeeper. Frame to Ewer. Here's Oni.
Excellent.
Alfie Tuck causing him some problems.
Used his body really well in the first instance, just to get the pass away after it.
Clark goes back to Benjamin. Andrews to Clark. Back to Andrews. Shrugs off Molotnikov. He's got Isaka ahead of him. Decides to come back and look for Alfie Tuck. Biancheri. Isaka doesn't really have many options in the box, but he's got to get past Mitchell Frame first, which he's struggling to do, and it's strong defending by Mitchell Frame.
Defended the 2 1-on-1 situations over the last couple of minutes really well. Mitchell Frame delaying, picking his moment to take the ball. Excellent play.
Cox launches it into the Scotland half. Donovan with the header, trying to keep it in, doesn't manage to. Both players just getting a bit of a talking to from the referee. For this throw-in will be taken by Ronan Pacquiao. Andrews, and as soon as the ball came to the feet of Andrews, 2 Scotland players right on him. I think the ball might have bounced up and hit the arm of Andrews. That meant it's a free kick to Scotland.
Yeah, he's been Wales' best player for me so far. Good composure, like to break the lines with passes. For me, Scotland started the game really positively.
Yeah, just the incident there where Jürgen Nathan went down in the box under a challenge, but he didn't claim for it. The Wales forward didn't look as if there was enough in it for the referee to be pointing to the spot. Campbell finds Frame. Back to Mahadi. Dylan Smith. Well, when they do want to play forward, they do it quickly, Scotland, but not afraid to be patient and wait for the right opportunity.
Well, the key is being patient, so that when the Wales team do jump on you and try to press, you get the pass through quick. You took 2-3 players out of the game, then the game opens up for you. That's why you see the defender putting his foot in the ball, hoping to suck someone out, bounce pass, and the next one goes forward, and then the game opens up, especially with the creative players that we know Scotland have. As the game goes on, there will be chances.
Wales maybe building into this one a bit more over the last couple of minutes, having some better territory than they were in the opening stages, where Scotland looked very dangerous. Cox. Elliot Miles. Giggs has space to run into and uses it. Isaka looked a good turn at first. He's got away from One man, can he get a shot away? Across the face of goal, and it is the opener for the visitors, and it's Gabriele Biancheri that's got it. The Manchester United forward, who's had real good goal scoring form this season, 13 and 12 at various youth levels for his club, and he's got one here at Forthbank Stadium for Wales.
He gets a bit fortunate with it, like Kelly tries to get a touch on it. He shows great composure, great ball across, and listen, when you've got that goal gaping, you just need to do your job, put the ball away, and he does, and Wales take the lead against the run of play. Scotland just need to remain patient, keep the belief in what they're doing, chances will come. It just shows you can get punished up the other end if you don't take your chances early on.
Yeah, not only Manchester United's youth teams that he's in good goal scoring form for, but in that double header against Italy last month, scored in both games for Wales at this level. Came through the Cardiff Academy, a Cardiff born forward, but moved to Manchester United at an early age, showing exactly what he can do. And Wales did have a few moments where they looked to just be in the ascendancy a wee bit, and they've made the most of it.
Yeah, they did. As you said, they started going into the game a lot more than she did the opening parts of the game. Got a bit more territory. They do have pace in the forward areas. You get a goal scorer with that instinct, unmarked in the box, and you give him a chance, he will take it, as he did. For Scotland, they just need to remain calm, keep playing, no panic.
Yeah, a test of the mentality of these Scotland players now, to make sure their heads don't go down, that they keep on doing the same things that were working early on in the game to get themselves openings. Frame, quickly taken throw into Molotnikov. Josh Deddy, not a bad effort at all.
Molotnikov down that side, looks a real danger for Scotland. Hangs up to the back post, it's a great strike from Josh Deddy, controlled. Unfortunately for him, Scotland didn't hit the back of the net. Good reaction to the Wales goal from this Scotland side.
3 goals in the Lowland League for Celtic's B team this season. Josh Deddy, versatile, can play at right back or on the right wing. Playing, of course, as a right wing back today. Giggs to take this throw in on the near side. Over towards Osaka. It's well won by Smith and hooked away by Miller. Frame just looking for the runners, looking for options. Smith. Campbell goes back to Mahadi.
Good composure. Mahadi.
Molotnikov. Yoganathan winning it. Biancheri, the goal scorer. In for Alfie Tuck. And all of a sudden it's opened up for Wales. Alfie Tuck will have a go. Scotland get the block in.
Good block from Dylan Smith, gets out to the ball. Looked like the goal was opening up there for Alfie Tuck. Well defended.
Maybe just some confidence creeping into this Wales side after that opening goal. What can Scotland do to respond? Ewer trying to find Miller. It comes through to Molotnikov. First time pass, just not able to make it to Mitchell Frame, but it was the right idea.
Yeah, it was great feet. Start there from wide only, get out the danger, open the play up. Kelly just couldn't quite execute the pass to switch the play.
Smith. Floated forward towards Deddy, but it's Cox. It gets it away. Scotland back in possession. Deddy. Miller to McLeod. Surrounded by red jerseys, but manages to get the ball to Miller. to his midfield partner, Kyle Ewer.
Wales just drop him back into a low block. The space is hard for Scotland to turn to. He's been patient.
Campbell's header finds Frame. Nice touch back to Campbell. Here's Miller. Another good pass to Deddy. That one is loose, and it's won by Biancheri, but Lennon Miller in there quickly, just to make sure that Wales couldn't get forward as quickly as they would have wanted, but they're still in possession. Andrews is tidy on the ball, Kai Andrews.
Likes the contact as well. At the ball when he's been pressed.
Has made his debut for Coventry City already. 2 appearances in total for them, none of them coming this season though. Tuck. Clark. Yoganathan showing nice feet, and it's through to Isaka. Back into the path of Yoganathan, but Lennon Miller does really well, not only to get his body in the way, but wins the free kick as well.
It's good interplay from Yoganathan and Isaka. Lennon Miller showing his experience that he's got at such a young age there. Sense the danger back in when his team a foul. Good pass.
Donovan in from McLeod.
Switch it.
He's got options, McLeod. He might just try and go himself. And what a save that is from Lewis Benjamin. That one looked as if it was rifling towards the top corner, but the dive across to his right, tipping it over. But a really good strike from Rory McLeod.
Yeah, it was very good, direct. I think I was shouting there for him to switch it, but I think he took the right option. Drives into that space, gets his shot away. Very positive play from Scotland. Another set piece.
Well, that's the type of thing we were seeing in the opening stages of this game. Scotland will be hoping to get back to that with Lennon Miller to take the in-swinger. Decent delivery to a good area, there was just no one attacking it. This Frame is muscled off the ball by Freddie Isaka, and it will be a throw into Wales.
It's off balance there. Wales player just leans into him. Has to settle for a Wales throw in. Listen, positive reactions to Scotland since they lost the game, lost the goal. There's been some opportunities there.
Scotland need to be careful here, and they are. Murray Campbell with the header back to Mahadi, and he's set Mitchell Frame away. There's enough blue shirts ahead of them. One of them is Ryan Oney, out for Josh Deddy. McLeod gets it back to Deddy. Donovan's delivery. Miller trying to get in there, gets the header, but will go out for a goal kick to Wales.
I love that from Mitchell Frame, driving into the space. Has a peace of mind to get the head up. Find that reverse pass into Ryan Oney and out the other side. Really good play.
Has found a goal scoring touch this season, Lennon Miller. 4 goals in 18 games for Motherwell. Does help when you take penalties and free kicks, but to be given that responsibility at the age he is just shows the trust that Stuart Kettlewell has in him.
And his teammates.
Well, the header, not what Scotland needed, but it's well defended by Murray Campbell just to get his teammate out of jail.
Just touching on Lennon Miller there. Yep, the teammates as well with faith in you. They believe in you. I've heard a lot of his teammates speak about how much talent he has. And yeah, you can be on the free kicks, you can be on the penalties, but you need to score them. And he most certainly has that quality, and he's showed it this season so far.
No higher accolade that he's had so far than to wear the captain's armband at the National Stadium just a couple of weeks ago in a League Cup semi-final for Motherwell against Rangers. Not on the right side of the scoreline that day, but certainly an experience that will do him well in the months and years to come.
It's a massive responsibility. Such a young player. plays beyond his years for me.
Smith forced to turn back inside towards goalkeeper Rory Mahadi. Formerly of Celtic, now at Leeds United, joined them in 2022. Smith's ball forward. Good strength by Oni. Steady now, but just can't keep it in play.
The fantastic playing surface we have here, still in Albion. That looks in great condition. Both sets of these talented players.
Yeah, it was actually voted the best in the country a good few seasons ago by the players across the divisions, and you can see why. Good surface for these young players to play some nice football on. Miller. Smith over to Campbell. Frame. Ewer goes back to Dylan Smith. He spotted Molotnikov in space, but couldn't get the pass right. Neither could Wales. Back at the feet of Scotland with Mahadi.
Times you see Rudy Molotnikov coming in and playing inside, Mitchell Frame going down the side. Sometimes maybe just to mix it up, can you have Rudy as wide as he can and get him in the one-on-one situations that we know he's so good at. That's where a lot of the problems have came against this Wales back three in this first half, from him getting on the ball, getting one-on-one. There you go, I think we've seen him doing it now.
Here he is, hugging the touchline this time, and the ball forward towards Mitchell Frame. It's worked out nicely for Scotland. The ball across, blocked by Braden Clark. I think you just telegraphed that move there, Scott.
Yeah, I've seen it coming. That's what I'm saying, it just attracts Zach Giggs to come out his slot, and you'll know that Rudy Molotnikov has that quality. He's faced him 3 or 4 times in this first half and he's come out second best, so it's definitely a route Scotland should be looking at to get back into this game.
Yeah, good pedigree down this left side for Scotland. We mentioned Rudy Molotnikov and the fact that he's been heavily involved with Hibs in their first team this season. You look at Mitchell Frame as well, who's already made his Celtic debut appearance as a substitute in a win against Feyenoord in the Champions League last season. Miller back defending.
Mitchell Frame for me in this first half defended really well. They one-on-one situations, left back position, and also a real threat moving forward as well, getting beyond, crosses in, picking the right passes. It's a real talent.
Yeah, Scotland with two 2-1 wins over Hungary last month under Neil McFarlane. Back-to-back victories by the same scoreline. Mitchell Frame was on the score sheet in one of those. Smith. Mahadi looking for Frame, but finds the head of Giggs. Molotnikov can't keep it away from Jamal Jorgensen. His ball towards Biancheri is controlled by Campbell and does really well to find that pass to Miller on the turn, but he can't keep a hold of it. Isaka skipping away from Kyle Ewer, floats it into the box, headed away by Smith only as far as tuck. Danger not over for Scotland, and they'll have a corner to defend here after the right boot of Colby Donovan nicked it off the feet of Elliot Miles.
Just a wee bit scrappy from Scotland there. Lennon Miller caught. Wales now with a set piece.
Elliot Miles to take, the Norwich midfielder. Floats that one into a real dangerous area. He got the head on it, but caught by Mahadi, who goes long, trying to find the run of Rory McLeod. Does brilliantly, and it's taken down really well, just can't thread the pass through.
Great reaction, runs it back. What a ball from Mahadi there. It wasn't a bad touch either. There's that ball now.
Over to Mitchell Frame. He will get there and keep it in. Has options in the box, Mitchell Frame. Not his favoured foot he was trying to cross with, but Molotnikov goes for goal. Drops to Kyle Ure. Goes for the spectacular. Slices it over the Wales bar.
It's a great run again from Mitchell Frame. They play on the ball, that option. For a lofty ball over the top. Scott just couldn't quite capitalise on that good area to take, taken up there.
3 goals in the Lowland League for Celtic's B team this season, Kyle Ure. But if that one was to go in, it would have topped the lot. Biancheri dropping deep. Both teams claiming for a throw. It goes Scotland's way. Mahadi. Deddy gets up and wins it. Unlucky, it didn't quite drop for him.
Still a great pass.
Frame. Good shape on that delivery. It's taken down on the turn by McLeod. He gets it back from Miller. Flicked on into the path of Molotnikov, who worked the space. Wales scrambling to get this one away. Molotnikov not making it easy for them, but they eventually do it.
Some good blocks in there from the Wales defenders. Could give the Scotland players the sight of goal. Scotland on the ball again here.
Miller. Pass towards Deddy is brilliant, and he did well to get it back into the area towards One. Wales deal with it defensively. Lennon Miller showing his quality.
It's great play from Scotland. Deddy and Mitchell Frame look to make the runs. Gives the guy in the ball that option to play the penetrating passes, whether they're through on the floor or over the top. To keep doing that.
Well, around 10 minutes to go of this first half here at Forthbank Stadium. Wales with the only goal. Gabriel Biancheri scoring it for the visitors. Miller looks for Molotnikov. It's the head of Giggs again that gets it away. Kai Andrews. Isaka. Nice ball forward for Andrews. He's got Mitchell Frame at his back. Goes to Isaka. Molotnikov trying to nick it away from Tuck. Wales keep possession. Yoganathan to Isaka. Nice feet by Isaka. Back into Yoganathan. Tries to find Biancheri. Scotland have enough bodies in there initially. The strike from Tuck is saved by Mahadi and booted clear by Kyle Ure.
Really well worked from Wales there. Some great football, patient build up. Some intricate passes around the edge of the box that creates the chance. And then falls to Alfie Tuck in the edge of the box. It's a clean strike away. Scotland managed to clear.
Yeah, enough bodies in the way for Scotland this time. There was some nice play initially down the right by Chris Gunter's side. Campbell. That'll be gathered by Isaka. Giggs. Cox. Giggs turns back and finds Kai Andrews. Wales now happy to be patient initially, but Braden Clark's ball forward.
I think
means Scotland have possession, and it's forward to Molotnikov, who keeps it in. Scotland do have bodies forward in the box. Molotnikov decides to go for goal himself, and it takes a deflection. Scotland get the corner out of it.
It's a lovely touch in the midfield. Kill you to Lennon Miller. Composure, that clash, then he manages to release with the Molotnikov, who tries to cut inside and find that top corner. Flex.
Will be an in-swinger from Rory McLeod. Doesn't quite get the height he was looking for, but he'll get another go at it. Scotland go short this time. Miller. The deflection loops it into the air. Molotnikov's header. Donovan directs it towards goal, but no Scotland players around to really worry Wales. Campbell, Burnley defender, to Mitchell Frame. Hooked clear by Clark. Yoganathan with the header. Deddy on the turn. It goes over the white line. Will be a Wales throw. Was a bright start for Scotland. They've had some spells here and there, but they'll be looking to build on the good moments that they've had.
Yeah, they've had a lot of positives for me, I think. It's the intensity of the press that we've seen earlier in the game. Wales obviously scoring against their in play. They take the confidence from it and grow into the game. Scotland still look a threat in the forward areas, just haven't quite had that goal that can swing the game back in their favour. At these times you need to be patient, believe in what you've worked on all week, leaving the players round about you, and there is quality on that pitch in Scotland shirts.
Well, each game is vital in this qualification stage, this initial qualification stage. Each team plays each other once, with the top two qualifying for the elite round. It's there we find out what 7 teams will join the host Romania at the tournament proper next summer. Scotland have Wales today, of course, Liechtenstein on Saturday at Capello, and then finish things off the real tough game against France next Tuesday, back here at Fourth Bank. On paper, certainly France will be the favourites for this group. Second place could well come down to either Scotland or Wales, and Wales on the attack. Murray Campbell stopping it, but it bounces into a dangerous area. Yoganathan with the first time shot into the arms of Mahadi. As I was saying, Scott, despite the fact this is the first game, when there is so few games, it means that every match is vital as we see that Yoganathan chance again. Mahadi will have been happy to see that roll harmlessly into his gloves.
Yeah, all these games count, and you always want to go off to the start of a campaign with a win. As we said, there's been a lot of positive in this first half. Wales obviously get the goal. I don't think Neil McFarlane will be too disappointed with the Scotland players. Got a few tweaks at half time, maybe give them a few options to create more chances as the first half's went on. But for me, intensity has been good. A lot of good play, just haven't quite had the finish.
Well, Wales getting the applause from their technical area for passing round Ryan Oney, managing to beat that press, and they've got the ball forward. Tuck. Yoganathan. Miller gets there before Giggs.
Not an easy one for Rudy Molotnikov there. Bouncing in. Guy coming in at the blind side.
Tuck and Andrews exchanging passes in midfield. Clark. Isaka. Andrews. Isaka, who looks lively whenever he's on the ball, but Lennon Miller nicking it away from him. Molotnikov looking for Ryan Oney. The striker does keep it in.
Thought he should have travelled with it there, released it a bit too early. Josh Steady busting the gut to try and get forward to give him that option. Just held off a couple of seconds, it might have presented itself to him, the pass.
Giggs. Isaka. Murray Campbell not only making the challenge, getting Scotland to throw in. There'll be a stoppage in play now with Alfie Tuck just on the floor. Looks okay, just needs to sort his lace, and we can continue quickly into the last minute or so of the 45.
Mitchell frame there.
McLeod. Deddy has 2 for company, but also has plenty of speed. Vital interception from Dylan Smith. Well, a lot for Neil McFarlane to think about in that opening 45 minutes as the clock ticks towards half-time. There will certainly be some bright things that he's seen from his team, maybe a few tweaks here and there as he looks to get them back into this match. But can Scotland get back level before the break? Molotnikov. Dangerous looking ball in, but Lewis Benjamin holds and will happily go to ground.
1 minute of additional time. That is 1 minute of additional time at the end of the first half.
Mitchell frame makes that run towards the byline. It creates a space for Molotnikov to come inside, just quite execute the cross.
The fourth official signalling 1 minute to go. A minimum, of course. Hasn't been too many stoppages in this half as it's hooked over the head of Rudy Molotnikov. Ryan Oney will chase, as he's always willing to do. Giggs. The Wales have one last attack in them. Tuck. Deddy getting in there, stopping Elliot Miles from cutting inside. That may well be it for the first half, Scott. And it is. The referee blows the whistle, and it means that at the halfway stage, all was one of the bright sparks for Scotland in that first half. Scott Allen.
Yeah, looked a constant threat down that left-hand side. Scotland just need to find a way to get the good players on the ball as much as possible. I'd assume that's what Neil McFarlane spoke about at half-time. They do have a lot of threats on the pitch. It's a huge 45 minutes for Scotland.
Yeah, it does have options on the bench as well, Neil McFarlane, but still early in the game. You'd expect those will come a bit later on, especially since there were promising signs in the opening 45 minutes. He'll just be wanting to give these players a chance to show more of those good signs and see if they can get that equaliser. But Wales with some tidy work in the ball in the opening stages. Lennon Miller quick onto it. Clark with the long ball forward, and Campbell goes back to Mahadi. Long ball out towards Deddy, goes over his head. Daniel Cox plays it all the way through to Mahadi.
Two Wales centre midfielders for me. Tuck and Andrews been really impressive. Foot the ball in the right moments, when to go forward and when to regain possession.
Yeah, Kai Andrews has made his commentary debut. Alfie Tuck on loan at Enfield Town from QPR. Neil McFarlane, I think, will have been encouraging his players at half-time. Goes all the way back to Mahadi. Dylan Smith. Miller, not an easy one to control. Does it well, but Pacquiao is in the way, and that's lovely from Alfie Tuck, just to feint his body.
Fantastic from Alfie Tuck there. Good awareness. She's to pick the pass as well.
Giggs. Strong in the box from Scotland, but Wales can continue to try and probe and get the ball into the box. Here's Tuck again, this time goes for the shot. And the fingertips of Rory Mahadi keeping Alfie Tuck out. Plays his football for QPR but is on loan at Enfield Town.
It's really well worked from Wales. Alfie Tuck trying to find that far corner. Great save in the end from Mahadi. Good start to the half for Wales.
Elliot Miles to take this corner. Goes through everyone. Kai Andrews will try and deliver from the other side, and that one loops just over the bar of Mahadi. Maybe caused him a second's panic or so, but
yeah, I think it did.
Realised it was going out. Good contributions early on, as you mentioned, from those two Wales central midfielders. Mahadi sets up to send this one long. To the physical presence of Ryan Oney, who wins it. McLeod is in there. Cleared by Pacquiao. One by Smith. Pacquiao goes down under pressure from Josh Deddy, and Wales get the free kick.
Wales can just take their time with these set pieces, obviously. Having the goal lead.
Benjamin forward, headed by Colby Donovan. Pacquiao to Miles. Andrews. Pacquiao. Giggs. Jorgen. Nice passing from Wales. Had a bright start to this half as they try to work their way into Scotland's box. Cleared by Mitchell Frame.
Definitely playing with their confidence now, Wales.
Kai Andrews to Jorgen. I'm not sure it was Jorgen that he was intending to find with that pass. Jorgen got in the way. Wales finding that early rhythm in the opening 5 minutes of the second half.
Alfie Tuck being the key to that, moving the ball super quick. He's available for a pass, slowing it down when he wants to, speeding it up when he can.
Benjamin finds Miles. Colby Donovan quick onto him to get the ball away, and the pressure from Deddy on Pacquiao means Scotland get a throw in. Quick throw is good for Molotnikov, who's switched sides in this second half with Rory McLeod.
Great use of the body from Rudy Molotnikov. His body between the ball and the player. Just can't quite work out to the other side. It's like to see Scotland maybe find that intensity that it started the game with.
Neil McFarlane maybe just mixing things up in that final third to see if the wide players can get some luck out of the opposite fullbacks. Only using his strength, but the ball bounces off him for a Wales throw.
Struggling to find a bit of rhythm at the moment, Scotland. A lot of that down to how Wales are playing though.
Well, looks as if Neil McFarlane is going to act quickly in making changes. Can see a couple of players stripping off in the home dugout. We'll bring you those shortly. Certainly one of them is Sam Chambers. Wales go back with the throw-in. Clark. Benjamin. Over to Braden Clark again. Arsenal defender to Kai Andrews. Cox. Too much on that ball through to Yoganathan. Mahadi gathers. It will be the final chance for a couple of the Scotland players to impress in this game, with McFarlane just giving the final instructions to a couple of the Scotland players. Chris Burke over there in the dugout as well, who's part of the coaching staff. Miller over to Smith. Deddy. Molotnikov. Deddy. I think it was a vital block in there by Daniel Cox just to take the sting out of that cross.
Yeah, that's more like it from Scotland though. Molotnikov driving at the full back. Overlap. Defended well in the end by Wales. Going to have some changes now though. We wait till the set piece is over with.
Rory McLeod to deliver on this near side. Both hands in the air signalling his intent as it goes towards the back post. Yoganathan with the flick on, and Kai Andrews can just put his foot through it. That's a really nice touch from Freddie Isaka. Josh Deddy sliding in. A real nice bit of quality to get Wales up the pitch.
Incredible touch that was, and the change of pace to follow it.
Andrews on the turn away from Miller. Wales go all the way back to Lewis Benjamin. Pings that one forward to Biancheri. It's another nice touch, this time from the Manchester United forward. It's Yoganathan who finds a bit of space, curls one. I think Rory Mahadi in the Scotland goal always knew that one was going wide.
The Wales front three causing problems now. Rotation, dropping into pockets. Defenders not knowing who to go with the man, and that's creating that space. It's a good effort from Wales again.
Scotland just making those two changes now. The first to make way is Rory McLeod. With that good effort in the first half that was tipped over the bar, he's replaced by Sam Chambers of Leeds United. Actually made his Leeds United debut this month. And Murray Campbell, central defender, Kyle Ura is the central midfielder, comes off, and Aidan Borland of Aston Villa, another one who made his senior debut recently, aged just 17. Quite an achievement to already make his impact for the English Premier League side.
Yeah, I've heard great things about him. See there, even his first touch, first forward, breaks the lines.
Yeah, Chambers with a dangerous ball in, just not sure Ryan Oney was expecting it. And that's exactly the impact Neil McFarlane would have wanted from his players that have just come on the pitch.
Midfielders number 7 Rory McLeod and number 16 Kyle Ura. They replace number 6 Aidan Borland and number 17 Sam Chambers.
Miller to Borland. Nice pass out wide. Frame. Molotnikov. Borland on the turn. Nice pass by Borland again.
A real impact in such a short space of time.
Frames ball in. Alfie tucks in the way. Scotland will have to start again. As you say, bright start, especially from Aidan Borland. Made his debut for Aston Villa as a substitute in a 2-1 win against Wycombe in the EFL Cup earlier on this season.
I think Molotnikov should maybe do better there. It's a great ball from Lennon Miller. Just takes his eye off it, it runs through the goalkeeper. But yeah, as you said, Aidan Borland came on, first foot forward. Right decisions on the ball. Really like what I see so far.
Involved again, Aidan Borland. Has captained Aston Villa's UEFA Youth League side, as we see Lennon Miller's ball forward. Once again showing that passing range. Hasn't done a whole lot wrong today, Rudy Molotnikov, but just couldn't take that one down over his shoulder.
It's harder than it looks, that's for sure. A positive impact the substitutes have made. He's got a lot more on the front foot again.
Can they capitalise on a bit of a brighter spell over the last few minutes since those substitutions were made? We'll have to get the ball off of Wales first. It's Cox, Miles, stray pass, and the ball through to Ryan Oney. It looked on, but Donovan just not able to find him.
You can see what he was trying to do there. He was trying to release Ryan Oney. Ryan Oney's worked tirelessly. Hasn't had the service as maybe he'd want, but can't deny the run he's done for the team. Intensity's press, love that.
Miller does well, and the ball forward towards Molotnikov, deflected out for a Scotland throw. Molotnikov takes it quickly, frame. Here is Molotnikov, nice feet from the hips forward. In towards Miller, a lovely flick. Chambers to Aidan Borland, blocked by Miles. Andrews just lashing it away, but it's Lennon Miller. Yoga Nathan with the block. All a bit frantic around that Wales box. Chambers wins it back. Goes down, free kick to Scotland in a good area.
Lovely wee drop his shoulder there from Chambers. Behind the foul. The distances between Scotland players really good there, sustaining the attack. Wales can't get a clearance. Scotland players pick it up, go down the other side. It's better from Scotland.
Well, this one surely will be a cross into the box from Lennon Miller. Was the Premiership Player of the Month for September. Has consistently impressed in his time in Motherwell's first team. Delivery towards the back post, headed back into a dangerous area, but Molotnikov just to have fouled a Wales player in the box.
Didn't look like he'd done much wrong. Good delivery. Could have maybe put it back into a deeper area. I think it's the first contact.
Yeah, Murray Campbell with the initial header. Scotland not able to create anything from it. But once again, just getting the ball into the right areas. Just continuing to probe and ask some questions of the Wales defence.
Would have managed to take the control of this second half away from Wales, who started really brightly.
Nice turn by Borland to Chambers, the substitutes linking up.
Excellent.
Chambers.
It's good play from Scotland.
Molotnikov forward to Mitchell Frame. Has a couple of options in the box. Josh Deddy's one of them. Header wide of the mark.
It's good play initially from Scotland. Aidan Borland started it all off. Take the ball under pressure, moving it forward. Again, switched out the other side. The cross comes in from Mitchell Frame, hangs it up. Josh Deddy just can't quite get the finish.
Yeah, does have a good delivery from the left. Mitchell Frame. Josh Deddy is a Wing back, winger at club level. Heading maybe not his speciality. Header forward from Miller, hooked away by Giggs. Here's Miller again. All floated, but well tracked back by Josh Deddy to make sure he stopped that Wales attack. And Borland gets the ball to Deddy, who can now do some attacking. Here's Chambers. Nice play by Chambers. He's got Oni in the box, but well defended by Clark.
Wales have defended their balls across the box really well today. Great play from Chambers. Touch on the two Celtic wing backs. Done their work both on and off the ball today. Back helping out. And make themselves an option in the attacking phase. Really good. Really positive today.
Miller. Molotnikov showing that turn of pace. Rudy Molotnikov, he's into the Wales box. Can he find the pass? He goes for the shot, and it comes off the post in the end. And I think that was quite brave goalkeeping to leave that.
Yeah, it was. As we spoke about it in the first half, he looks like the go-to man for Scotland in the attacking third. By Giggs 5 or 6 times today.
Substitute for Wales leaving the field is number 11, Elliot Miles.
Great play again. Can he maybe go across the goalkeeper? This it might deflect in. Goalkeeper might not get a good clearance, and it falls to a Ryan Oni who's hanging about waiting for a goal. But really positive play again from Rudy Molotnikov.
The afternoon over for Elliot Miles, the Norwich winger, who has made his debut at senior level against Stevenage in the EFL Cup. And on comes Ollie Bostock, the 17-year-old, plays his football at Euro Club Scott, West Brom. Was an Academy Player of the Year last season.
Yep. A lot of testing through West Brom over the years. Doing really well with the kids coming through. Huge football city. Obviously with Aston Villa, Birmingham City as well.
Isaka into the feet of Biancheri, but he's got a Scotland player at his back who pressures him enough to get the ball away, and Molotnikov with the header looked for a second as if he was about to get away.
You be quick to get your own flick on.
Well, it may well suit Wales a bit better if this game does start to break up here and there, when there are a few more stoppages with substitutions and throw-ins and set pieces, especially with Scotland assuming control over the last 10 minutes or so with the influence of those substitutions.
Real impact they've had with players. Chambers and Boland.
Does show the strength of this Scotland Under-19 squad when you've got players who have made their first team debut for the likes of Aston Villa, for the likes of Leeds United coming off the bench. Ball forward to Oni. First time cross towards the back post. Molotnikov trying to apply the pressure to Lewis Benjamin, but Cam Wynn leaping for it.
Yeah, it was an easy one to collect. Tuilutu there from Mitchell Frame.
Campbell's header. Borland sets Frame down the left. Ball in. Molotnikov took the touch. Maybe didn't need to at first. It fell for him again, and Scotland will get the corner.
The pace was on the ball. Can you just help it towards goal? Give it a chance to get in the back of the net. Well worked again, Boland. Mitchell Frame again. I think he should help it. Should guide it into towards the corner. Pace on the ball. Positive again from Scotland, chasing the equaliser.
Miller's floated corner to Campbell. That could have been dangerous. Took a deflection, goes out for a Scotland corner on the near side this time. One of those when it's headed back into a dangerous area by Campbell, it could really bounce anywhere.
does the right thing. Another go at it here.
Yeah, Miller's delivery headed away at the front post by Zach Giggs. Deddy claiming for a Scotland throw. Wales get it though. Not sure whether he was caught in two minds, whether to play that down the line or just clear the danger. Pacquiao's throw. Donovan. Borland to Oni. Chambers. Too much pressure for Donovan to keep a hold of it. Cox with the ball away, taken down really well by Biancheri, who hasn't been involved all too much but has impressed the few times he's been on the ball. Of course, got that goal in the first half. Borland winning it back for Scotland. Deflection takes it into the path of Oni. I think the referee put the ball to his mouth as if he was going to blow for a handball, then let Wales take the advantage, and they lost the ball.
They wanted to foul. I think they wanted to foul after they kicked the ball away.
Molotnikov. Borland. Will maybe try their luck over on this right side. Frame. Trying to get past Zach Giggs. Flag goes up, it will be a throw into Wales. And it will be another change for Wales. Zach Giggs, who I just mentioned, is going to make way, and Louis Giles will come onto the pitch. Applause for Zach Giggs, who had a lot of work to do defensively in that first half. When you looked at the trouble that Mitchell Frame and Rudy Molotnikov were causing him. And Louis Giles of Cardiff City has come on. 3 total appearances for Cardiff's first team, one of those coming this season.
Touch again.
Deddy quick onto it to get the ball back in Scotland's possession. Donovan.
Scotland need to come down this right side, drag the Wales midfield and defence across. Then if they can get into Lennon Miller, who you know can hit the 60-70 yard switches, create the space for the left winger. The Molotnikov, Mitchell Frame, where most of the threats have came from. There we go.
Borland finding one of those passes himself as Scotland have a chance. Rudy Molotnikov just taking a knock, I think, as he hit that shot. Deflected into the arms of Lewis Benjamin. Oh, Alfie Tuck on the turn.
The referee. Good pressure, Chambers.
Yeah, Wales just trying to play out while that replay was showing, and the pressure here, as you see from Sam Chambers, the referee saying was too much on Alfie Tuck, sorry. "20 minutes to go of the 90. Wales still ahead. That first half goal from Gabriele Biancheri as Oni threads it through to Molotnikov. Can he cut inside? He does. That one goes over the bar. A really nice move from Scotland.
It's a great touch initially from Ryan Oni, and that is a fantastic through ball with Molotnikov. Fancy to do better there. But the goalkeeper blazes over.
A couple of goals this season for Hibs in the League Cup against Queen's Park and Peterhead. None at this level for Scotland's under-19s. You also saw that from Ryan Oni, who Is a big physical presence up front, but showing some real nice touches to drop deep, bring others into play. Donovan with the quick free kick to Scotland. Rory Mahadi. I think Josh Deddy was the intended target, but Giles running a header. Scotland will get the throw. Donovan wanting to take that quickly, but there was another ball on the pitch. Can do now, Chambers. Murray Campbell, Burnley defender. Smith. Miller. Frame forward to Molotnikov. Stopped in his tracks this time by Pacquiao. Forward for Isaka. Really good tracking back by Molotnikov, and that will be a free kick to Scotland. The foul by Biancheri.
I think we've seen that from both wingers today. If the pass hasn't quite worked out for them, react well, willing to do the work backwards for their teammates, regain possession. Scotland now back in the ball.
Frame back to Campbell. Miller switches the play to Josh Deddy. Touch just got away from him.
Wales just can't get out at this moment. Scotland shape really good.
Borland. Space to run into. Borland, the pass towards Molotnikov just took a nick. Took it away from the Hibs man. And Wales piling the bodies forward. Jorgensen to Kai Andrews. There's men in the box. Vital interception from Dylan Smith. Borland's ball over the top towards Deddy, gathered by Daniel Cox. Josh Deddy can't believe that the free kick was given away. Maybe just a bit of a push in the back of the Wales captain.
You see that foul every week in football. Feel the contact. Defender falls down and buys his team a foul. It's on your side. They're really happy. Sign of frustration there from Josh Deddy.
Yeah, not a whole lot in it from Josh Deddy, but you will go down when you're 1-0 up, just to buy the team a bit of time. It will allow Lewis Benjamin to get this one deep into Scotland's half. Jorgensen. Jorgensen gets the shot away. Mahadi easily held in the end.
Can't quite find that bottom column she was looking for, Mahadi.
Pacquiao battling well to gain Wales possession. Clark. Neil McFarlane bellowing instructions to his players as they look to get back in the game. As Pacquiao wins the header. You can see Wales are about to make another change. We'll need to wait for the next stoppage in play. Scotland quick to get on with it. They know time is ticking in this opening game of the qualification campaign. Ryan Oney, great battling, dropping deep, using that physicality.
He's on, make the run down the side.
Chambers,
No.
tripped by Jorgensen.
Great play from Ryan Oney again. There's all different facets of his play today. You can see a pass, just hasn't quite had that clear-cut chance he's been looking for.
Yeah, clear foul on Sam Chambers. Made his debut for Leeds United this month in a 3-0 win over Plymouth. Came off the bench at just 17 years old. Neil McFarlane has made a change. Murray Campbell is off.
Substitute for Scotland in the field is number 18, Murray Campbell, and Murray is replaced number 19, Alfie Babbage.
Alfie Babbage making his way onto the pitch. On the books at Aberdeen on loan at Ayr United this season. Alfie Babbage, certainly an attacking substitution. Central defender coming off, and it's a striker coming on.
A really good loan spell at Celtic Hearts last year, Alfie Babbage. I hope so, him at Aberdeen.
Some changes for the visitors as well. Gabriel Biancheri, the goal scorer, is coming off. His work done this afternoon. Trey George coming on. Cody Twose onto the pitch as well. The Wales players just happy to take their time, making their way off the park. Jamal Yoganathan, who certainly contributed in the final third.
Triple substitute for Wales league midfielder
First thing
number
these
6,
Wales
Alan
players have
Tuck,
got to do
number 9, Gabriel Ben-Shari, and number 10,
is
Gilman
defend this free kick. It goes to Josh Deddy.
14, George Morgan, number 16, Trey George, and number 17,
Tries to take on his man. Eventually, he is fouled. Good defending, smart defending by Ollie Bostock.
Yeah, but I would have put the ball in the box, make the substitutes come on. I have to defend. Give them an easy way out there, one shot.
Ball goes over the head of Deddy. Donovan does well. Miller plays it up the park, but the free kick had already been given. Donovan quick to Mahadi. You can see the urgency is there for Scotland, who with that substitution have switched to a back four. Well, that won't stop Mitchell Frame and Josh Deddy from venturing forward. Donovan to Deddy. Chambers, lovely first touch from Chambers to get away from his man, but Kai Andrews there. Babbage, his first involvement to get the ball back for Scotland. Cox with the interception, but it's on 8. Miller wins a corner for Scotland. With 10 minutes left to go of the 90, these are the opportunities that Neil McFarlane's side are going to be desperate to take. Shot for Deddy. Well, it's a chance for Donovan. Just falling as he hit it.
There's a chance. A real chance there for Scotland. Falls till we just can't get the shot away. There's plenty of time left for Scotland to get back in this game.
Here is Donovan, who had that chance, fell to him on his left foot, not his favoured foot. Plays as a right centre back or a right back, mostly for Celtic's B team. Here he is again. Chambers, always looking to be positive. His first thought is always to turn and drive towards the opposition. Stopped in his tracks that time. Dylan Smith.
Definitely as a team trying to force issues here. Scotland just hasn't quite felt them yet.
Good ball by Donovan. Here's on 8. Surrounded by red shirts, but gets away from them. Babbage. Molotnikov trying to get the ball to Frame. And Wales on the breakaway. Yeah, really good from Kobe Donovan. Good positioning, first and foremost. Meant he was in the right area to make that interception. Because George Morgan, one of the recent Wales substitutes. Would have felt he could have got away there.
Just felt Ryan O'Neill could maybe have slipped in Rudy Molotnikov when he opened up. Done really well after it though with the feet work. Find another pass. Wales done well to get the bodies running at the ball. Crowd Scotland out.
Neil McFarlane and his staff just working out what they can do in these final stages to swing the match in Scotland's favour. It is Wales with the advantage. What would be a big 3 points for Chris Gunter's side. Looking to seal it now if they can is Saka.
Again, defended around today at times for me.
Borland taking a chance across his own box, and Mahadi ending up having to slice that one away.
Call it composure. Not just want to have the ball at the pitch.
Chambers.
Excellent.
Really nice from Chambers. And he's set Molotnikov away. Babbage. He's got frame for support. Tries to find him. We'll come back to Alfie Babbage. Miller spreading the play to Deddy. Frame. Touch and cross from him. And it's going to be a corner to Scotland. And they can get the bodies forward. The likes of Dylan Smith, Colby Donovan. Ryan O'Neill, of course, a big presence in there as well.
First contact. So a chance.
Lennon Miller with the delivery again this time. It's into a good area. No one attacking it, and a chance for Wales on the counter-attack with Isaka. Has to compete for Josh Deddy for speed. Not many folk are going to beat Josh Deddy in a foot race.
Fantastic from Josh Deddy. Picks his moment, went to get his arm across. Isaka comes away with the front for Scotland. It's great one-on-one defending there.
Boland with the header. Miller's ball cut out by Cox. He's back in there, Miller. Molotnikov. Good pass forward for Miller. Molotnikov gets it back. Borland looks for Molotnikov again. It's lovely from Scotland into the box, but Molotnikov, it's just too close to Lewis Benjamin. It was really nice build-up play over on that left side.
Fantastic flighted ball from Aidan Boland there. With the Molotnikov again, great touch. Just doesn't have that end product. Maybe the only thing we can say, maybe let him down a few times today, that end product.
Yeah, a bit of cramp there, I think it is, for Rudy Molotnikov, who's going to have to get some treatment while the ball's already back in play.
Tireless in his work rate, trying to force the issue. Just hasn't quite fell for him today as of yet.
Well, he's run himself into the ground, Rudy Molotnikov. He's shown a lot of quality so far, but it is going to be the end of his day. That cramp proving just a bit too much for him. Bailey Rice is on, the Rangers midfielder. And Daniel Cummings, the Celtic striker, is also coming on. Dylan Smith making way.
Farling over the three strikers on.
Scotland in midfield was number 5, Dylan Smith, and number 10, Rudy Molotnikov, and they replace number 14, Bailey.
It just shows
number 20,
how vital
Cummings.
a win in this opening game is. That Scotland willing to really throw everything at it in these late stages to try and get a vital point. Scotland with Liechtenstein up next on Saturday, a game you'd expect them to win. France will be the heavy favourites when Scotland play them on Tuesday. That second qualification spot in the group may well come down to either Scotland or Wales, and it certainly will be advantage Wales if they can hold on and get this victory. But Daniel Cummings coming on. If you want a goal He's your man to go to. 18 games for Celtic's B team this season, 20 goals.
It's really impressive, that is.
16 of those in 13 Lowland League appearances. 4 and 4 in the UEFA Youth League. Wales looking to get a goal of their own. Isaka. Good feet by Isaka. Breaks the space. Blocked by Donovan. He gets his head up. Tries to find the pass to One. Isaka. And the space will open up for Wales, because Scotland committing bodies forward in that pursuit of a goal.
Yeah, at some stage you've got to commit your bodies forward.
Ball comes into the box, away from Mitchell Frame, who I think is now playing as a left centre back. Oh, that's lovely from Sam Chambers. And gets the pass forward to Ryan One, who's done a power of running. Has some more to do. Can he win the corner for Scotland? No, he can't. The Wales defenders, Pacquiao and Cody Twose, doing really well just to force him out of play.
Felt after Sam Chambers showed that real plot in the middle of the park, maybe chose the wrong option and going wide to Ryan One. Lennon Miller was in a lot of space centrally. That would have allowed him to drive forward. Maybe Ryan One to produce a run while Lennon Miller could find him. Fortunately, end squeezed out for a goal kick for Wales. Good touch.
Ball forward for Babbage. Good first touch by Babbage, gets to the byline, cuts it back. Daniel Cox is in the way.
Been in the way a good few times today, hasn't he? Defended well in there, especially the cross balls from Scotland. Great play from Alfie Babbage, great first touch.
Just over a minute to go here at Forth Bank Stadium. Wales with the advantage. Bailey Rice. Rangers midfielder, one of the late substitutes, over to Sam Chambers, who's certainly made his impact off the bench. Borland. Ball floated for Miller, gets the header. Ryan One slipped, which didn't help Scotland's attack.
Well done, Josh Deddy.
Yeah, committed from Josh Deddy in that aerial challenge. Andrews can only put the ball out of play.
That intensity gets you that throw in. It's a difference. Really well played from Josh Deddy.
Mahadi. Borland crowded out in midfield. Wales can try and get bodies forward. Andrews. Ball stop, sliding challenge by Josh Deddy, who's done both sides of the game well today. Fourth officials board has gone up 4 minutes for Scotland to try and get that equaliser.
4 minutes for Scotland here. Find a way back into this game.
Rice with the ball forward. Cummings. Not quite the flick on he was looking for. It's over to Freddie Isaka. One-on-one against Mitchell Frame. Wins the free kick. He's been another impressive performer for Scotland today.
Two Celtic fullbacks been outstanding on and off the ball for me today.
Chambers. Never afraid to take on his man. It's Bailey Rice. Really smart ball over towards Alfie Babbage. Stopped by Louis Giles. Signs of life in injury time. Can Scotland make it count? Everyone but the goalkeeper Rory Mahadi forward for Scotland, and he's in the centre circle. Good strength by Babbage. Daniel Cox stepping across. Donovan, pull of the shirt. Scotland get the free kick. Quickly taken by Deddy. Mahadi, who's shown his distribution is good. To Frame.
Ball from Frame there.
Good stop. Chance for Cummings from range. Bounced awkwardly in front of the goalkeeper, but he dealt with it.
Yeah, it was as if the goalkeeper had dived too early there. Had a chance of going over him. Held on it really well.
Well, another free kick goes Scotland's way as we see that shot. Lewis Benjamin getting down quickly. Daniel Cummings will certainly back himself, given his goal scoring rate for Celtic's B team and youth team this season. A couple against Leipzig in the UEFA Youth League not too long ago as Ryan Oney flicks it round the corner. Hold up play was there, just no one attacking that central area of the box. Time running out, Kai Andrews. Foul by Donovan. Maybe just a bit of frustration there from Josh Deddy. Things threatening to boil over, but both teams separating now. Maybe just a bit of gamesmanship from the Wales players, just get involved in that type of thing to run the clock down. It certainly was a foul from Josh Deddy.
Just frustration for me. Mr. Josh Deddy gave everything this game. His team just haven't quite managed to find the equaliser as of yet.
Deddy with more defending to do. This time he wins the free kick. Borland. This could be the final chance for Scotland. Chambers. Really good challenge. I think there will be a bit of extra time onto the fore, but there won't be. The whistle goes and the cheers go up from the Welsh players. They know that's a big victory in this Under-19 Euro 2025 qualifying. A big win for Chris Gunther over Neil McFarlane. Neil McFarlane's first competitive match in charge of Scotland at this age level. Unbeaten in 5 friendly matches coming into this one, but unable to get the win against Wales. Despite that, some good performances. Scotland starting off the game really